We've teased you long enough. It's finally time for you to meet my coach. Golf Digest Top 100 coach in America. Georgia Coach of the Year for 2024. This guy has worked with PGA Tour players, Korn Ferry Tour players, and Senior Tour players. So, without further ado, it is finally time for you to meet Mr. Joe Plecker. So when we came in, about 3 months ago now?
Yeah.
Kind of where was I at then?
Yeah, so a lot of, we would call it some mismatches, right, between a trail hand grip and a ground force. And probably one of the most significant things is how that trail hand and the grip location changed to get you a little more matched up with your right hand on the side. And that gets you neutral for how your right arm works. So let me show you something real quick. Hold the club out in front of you. And so if you placed your right hand under.
Like this is how I came in with it.
Yeah, with the right palm more up to the sky.
Yeah, feels great now.
And we understand how structure should match what the club face does. Now, put the shaft over your shoulder and cast your arms out in front of you. And look at where the face goes, it shuts.
Right.
And then you've got to do all kinds of stuff to try and not hook it.
Right.
Okay. Now the idea is that when we match up, and we know this through a test, so maybe your club, put your palms together, get back into your golf posture, and bring your elbows in a little closer. And now just really soft with your arms, how they can just swing back and forth. And almost keep your chest nice and still. Swing your arms back, and we'll stop, take this away. And notice how your palm and your posture kind of match right here. And when you stand up, your right hand is more to the side when it folds up.
Okay.
So when you take your grip now and you move your right hand more to the side, let's do our same check over the shoulder and cast it out. And look at that, the face lines up much more square.
Yeah.
Now, when we match the grip, we have to match a ground force. So let me have your club again. Put your right palm up to the sky. Get into a wider stance, and I'm going to hold here, and you just push into my hand. Push, push, push. And your hips are trying to do what?
This way.
They're trying to slide.
Yeah.
We call that a horizontal ground force. Now, put your palm to the side. And when you get into your golf posture and push into my hand, push, 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 now your body's trying to do something different, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're trying to spin. Okay? So what happens when we have a grip and a ground force mismatch, you're going to get those good days and bad days. You can figure it out sometimes, but then over a long time, you're really avoiding your mishit. And the cool thing that we did was when we took your grip and we matched it up here, we matched up some things about how your body turns and uses the ground, not in a huge horizontal way, but how you can grip the ground to turn and extend.
And that's what we
Now,
call a torque force.
You got it, a torque force. Now, this is the other more stuff down the road here. And when you set up now, go ahead and take an address position and put your palm under again and make a finish from there. Just kind of go to the finish. And it feels like the club wants to go where?
Up.
Up. Now go back to your new grip, the better grip position here. Now make an exit from here.
More around.
More around. So trail hand grip changes. Club faces and exits and dominant ground force reactions. And the great part is when we look at that from the ground up, we can spot where the mismatches are right away.
Yeah.
Now, when you hit, go ahead and take your address position here.
I think for me at first too, that mismatch concept was
Yeah.
really important because I would look at my swing and be like, man, I broke 70 for the first time with this swing, and then I also shot 89. And it's like, it's just so back and forth. It felt like my body was fighting itself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, some days it wins and some days it loses.
I try to keep it as clinical as possible, and for a lot of players, there's a lot of deeply held beliefs about their golf swing, truths that they found.
Yeah.
And our job is to kind of work through, hey, this is the mishit, this is the tough spot.
Right.
And how do I avoid that? How can I share that? And I think the magic in coaching is to reveal the parts in the right order. And then it's like, I call it collateral improvement. Oh, wow, yeah, that makes sense. I should turn more. Well, how do I turn more from a better stance? Is wider better? Is flared? is more bent. All these things start to match up.
Right.
And better ball striking solves a lot of these mental issues.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
so the better you hit it, the less you think about it.
Yeah.
And the idea for your changes is that they weren't hard. You have a tremendous dynamic sequence. You have a lot of club head speed, but that makes it essential that the club face is very neutral, because if you get anywhere off,
Right.
you can send the ball offline.
Oh, I have plenty of times.
So our goal here, as you always check trail hand grip, stance, width, positions. We're never going to try to get a whole lot of under and slide your body, but we're going to use a lot of how your lead leg can push and open through the swing.
Right.
So demonstrate that for me. Let me see that. Beautiful, beautiful shot. And a really standard fade right there too.
Yeah.
About a 180-yard shot, stock swing with that 7-iron into a fade. And when we're going to look at the golf swing here, you're going to see these great matchups. In Swing Catalyst, we use these 3 really key positions of the start of the backswing right there when the club starts back, and really it's kind of your body shifting. And then we have the top of the backswing and impact. And these mile markers, as we might call them, show up here, as you can see, the start, top, and impact. And we have these forces of horizontal, torque, and vertical. And you might notice in your swing today, these horizontal forces, they're a little calmed down. We don't have quite as much horizontal force as we do torque. And so your dominant ground force, beautiful, is torque. And that's a great ingredient to match up with your grip. And
That's one thing you noticed really early on too, was like, I was a predominant torque force player.
Yes.
You told me that like the first lesson.
Yep.
And so that's one of the most incredible things about working with Joe. It's just a freaking mind reader. And like every time I come in here and have a feeling, you tell me what I'm feeling before I'm feeling it. Like, yes, that's it. And they match up with this. And this is why I love this Swing Catalyst, is because I can like see the feeling in data. And so real time, I'm like, okay, what was that feeling actually doing? And he points it out right here. It's one of my favorite things about working with this.
This is a line that is relevant to you, that when I draw the sweet spot through your elbows, and when you're going to see the backswing really line up here, and the exit, this is that part about pushing on the club. And what I love about that is when your exit used to be up here, sky high, and now look at how beautifully it's around, and that wonderful matchup there, that is a great fit for the torque force. So we really, if we do well by your swing, it's making sure that we've got a matchup here of the trail hand grip, palm, and the club face. We make sure that we've got you in a stance width position, which is wide. There's that base of 17.7 right there. And as you move back into your trail leg, you can see a great engagement on the ground here. And this key moment when you get to lead arm parallel to the ground coming down, we're right at our peak forces in the golf swing. And that matches this exit. And not surprisingly, we got a really level wings on the ball flight there. The plane goes straight.
Yeah,
we like that a lot.
1.5 spin access, I can live with that. Let's talk a little bit about this one here, this vertical force.
Yeah.
Because this seems to be the one giving me the most trouble. And this is going to be something that we will talk about in the next video with Trevor. That to me looks like a double peak.
Yeah.
And we don't like that, right?
So vertical forces, and we'll take a look at this here. And this vertical force here that we call, there's a peak in the vertical force at a great timing there. And then it drops off and then re-engages again. And we sometimes say that's from hanging back. That's from maybe the upper body axis staying back too long, or in this case for you, staying tilted, staying a little bit back in that direction here.
Yeah.
Where we're going to find it feels a lot better when you're almost leaning into the shot. Your upper body goes more forward. And so that double peak, as we look for it too, is typically when you see the upper body axis going backwards here.
Okay.
And addressing that, you might say, okay, Joe, well, why did that ball go so straight? How come I hit that one 15 feet offline 180 yards out. Well, because a lot of the things we value, the grip, the dominant ground force, the exit, all of those things optimize the shot. But you go, all right, what could get better? Well, we're going to work on getting the brakes a little bit better, getting your upper body to keep going forward and up when you swing. And those things are the brick and mortar around your best swing. That'll make it even more lasting.
Yeah.
But the good news here is that I think addressing it from a physical standpoint too, you know, asking a professional, why does my body want to do this?
Yeah.
And where I'm always keen on knowing how it works, we might find something that's beneficial in the gym that could solve this for us.
Yeah.
I'm only working on these couple things with you.
Yeah.
So you're way ahead of the curve with all the stuff that you have, and we're just building on that awesome foundation of all the things you do well.
Yeah.
We keep learning about the tendencies, keep learning about your structure, keep learning at the gym, keep going to the rounds, coming back with the shots that you need,
Yeah.
and that's how it works.
Easy enough.
Hey man,
Appreciate it.
great
Good to
work.
see you as always.
Great work, bud.